Hello. Uh, my name is Evan. I love telling jokes, so I decided I would make this video of me reading some jokes off of Reddit while I feed my son, who is off off camera over here. And maybe he'll get in the shot, maybe not. I don't know. I don't feel like sharing babies should be a thing that's encouraged, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, on with the jokes. So I just went on to reddit.com and went to their jokes forum, and I went to top from the past month, and I have it set to 25. So I got 25 jokes here. I will read most of them, not all of them, because I got a baby here. So I don't want him repeating things. He's already run around the house saying, I don't want more of that. So, without further ado, the top 25 jokes of the past month. How many Democrats does it take to change a light bulb? None. They only talk about change. While driving to work, robbers jumped into my car and stole everything. They were the pirates of the car I be in. I scared the postman today by going to the door completely naked. I'm not sure what scared him more, my naked body or the fact I knew where he lived. Two priests. No, sorry. A priest has a heart attack. He is rushed to the hospital. He wakes up and he's being rushed through the hospital on a gurney by two nurses. Am I in heaven? Asked the disoriented priest. No, says one of the nurses. We're taking a shortcut through the children's ward. Four Catholic ladies are having coffee together, discussing how important their children are. You think so? First one tells her friend, my son is a priest. When he walks into a room, everyone calls him father. Second one says, well, my son is a bishop. Whenever he walks in a room, people say, Your Grace. Third woman says smugly, well, not to put you down, but my son is a cardinal. Whenever he walks into a room, people say, Your Eminence. The fourth one sips her coffee in silence. The three give her the subtle, well. She replies, my son is a charismatic 6'2" hard-bodied male stripper. Whenever he walks into a room, people say, My God. I told my wife that the milkman said he had shagged every woman on our road except one. I bet it's that snooty at number 23, she replied. It's milkman joke, not bad. A couple was on their honeymoon, lying in bed, about ready to consummate their marriage, when the bride says to the husband, I have a confession to make. I'm not a virgin. The husband replies, that's no big thing this day and age. Yeah. She says, I've been with one guy. Yeah? Who was the guy? Tiger Woods. The golfer? Yeah. Well, he is rich, famous, and handsome. I can see why you went to bed with him. Husband and wife make passionate love, and when they're done, the husband gets up and walks to the telephone. What are you doing? Asks the wife. I'm hungry. I'm going to call room service and get something to eat. Tiger wouldn't do that. Oh, yeah? What would Tiger do? He would come back to bed and do it a second time. So he puts down the phone and they do it a second time. When they finish, he gets up and goes over the phone. Now what are you doing? I'm still hungry, so I'm going to get room service for something to eat. Tiger wouldn't do that. Oh, what would Tiger do? He would come back to bed and do it again. Oh. The guy slams down the phone, goes back to bed, and does it again. When they finish, he's tired and beat. He drags himself to the phone and starts to dial. Are you calling room service? No, I'm calling Tiger Woods to find out what the par for this hole is. Ha. Two Thai girls asked me if I wanted to sleep with them. They said it would be like winning the lottery. To my horror, they were right. We had 6 matching balls. With Britain leaving the EU soon, how much space will be freed up? Area. Answer. 1 GB. Wow. You liking your banana? He likes bananas. As we landed in Saudi Arabia, the pilot announced, "Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to adjust your watches to local time." I thought to myself, how do I turn it back to the 7th century? I'm assuming that none of the Jenners asked Kylie to make breakfast, since she can't even beat an egg. Oh dear. Your mom is so fat that a group of people started believing that your mom is actually flat. Heh. It's like they forgot a letter or something. Oh, I like this one. I don't know if this is appropriate for you. Cover your ears. As I slipped my fingers slowly inside her hole, I could immediately feel it getting wetter and wetter. As I slid it back out within seconds, she was going down on me. I'm gonna miss that boat. Get something on your ear there, buddy. I proposed to my Russian girlfriend. She said yes. Ooh, I read this one last week. It's good. For the whole wedding, my whole family and friends flew over to her hometown. It was a beautiful ceremony. However, some things were strange. For instance, the priest never said, "You may now kiss the bride." I'm sure it was just an American thing and didn't mind. Later, during the reception, we decided to head over to the buffet and get food. On the way, we passed the drink table, where about 6 people were waiting to get a fruity drink from a bowl. As we all passed, I said in unison, "You may all kiss the bride." My wife got giddy and gave me a big kiss, which I, of course, returned. As I walked away, I said, "Why did they tell us and not the priest?" My wife answered, "In Russia, the punchline tell you." It's just an excuse to do a bad Russian accent. The boy says to his father, "Dad, the math teacher's asking to see you." "Well, what happened?" "Well, she asked me how much 7 times 9 is. I answered 63. And then she asked how much is 9 times 7. So I asked, what's the effing difference?" "Indeed, what is the difference?" asked the father. "Sure, I'll go." It actually doesn't say effing, but some things I'm willing to say, some things I'm not. The next day, the boy comes home from school and says, "Dad, have you gone by the school?" "Not yet." "Well, when you do, come see the gym teacher also." "Why?" "Well, we had gym class today, and he asked me to raise my left arm, and I did. And my right arm, and I did. He asked me to lift my left leg, so I did. He says, now, lift your right leg." So I asked, "What am I supposed to stand on?" "My..." "Exactly," says the father. "All right, I'll come." Next day, the boy asked his father, "Did you go to the school?" "No, not yet." "Don't bother, I got expelled." "Why'd you get expelled?" "Well, they brought me to the principal's office, and there was the math teacher, and the gym teacher, and the art teacher." "What the F was the art teacher doing there?" "That's what I said." You bull. Man walks into the pharmacy with his 8-year-old son. They happen to walk by a condom display, and son says, "What are these, Dad?" Which man replies, "Oh, these are called condoms, son. Men use them to have safe sex." "Oh, I see. I heard of them in health class." 8-year-old health class? I mean, we learned about it, I think I was maybe 10, 11, but, whatever. This isn't political. Why are these in the 3 package? "Well, those are for young men. One for Friday, one for Saturday, one for Sunday." "Oh," said the boy. It's a 6-pack. He said, "Who are these for?" "These for college guys." He said, 2 for Friday, 2 for Saturday, 2 for Sunday." "Wow, what are these?" Picking up a 12-pack. "Those are for married men. One for January, one for February, one for March." Just gonna skip this one. It's long and full of bad words. No offense. Mailman notices a mailbox with the flag up. So he opens the box and picks up the letter. He glances at it briefly to make sure it is stamped, and he puts it in a bag with the other letters. When he gets back to his office, the letter goes in a big bin with all the other outgoing mail. He thinks nothing of it, and he finishes his day. A few days later, he delivers the letter to the exact same house and he picked it up from. Glances at the mailing address, and indeed, it's the same return address as the return address. Anyone can make a mistake, so he puts the letter in the mailbox, and the customer readdresses it so that the customer can readdress it for the proper recipient. He thinks nothing of it and finishes his day. The next day, he sees the mailman sees the mailbox with the flag up. He opens the box and again sees the same letter. Nothing changed, but a new stamp on it. The mailman is perplexed, thinking to save the customer both time and money, decides to ring the doorbell to inquire about the letter. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Door opens up and it's a stout Buddhist monk dressed in traditional garb. Pardon me, sir, but you seem to be trying to mail this letter again without any changes to the address. It's only going to end up back up your home in a few days. Ah, my letter. Thank you so much for mailing it the other day. It was greatly appreciated. Please do so again. But, sir, you will only waste a stamp, and this letter will be delivered to your home in a few days. But that is my intention, dear man. You see, reposting is the best way to get karma. That's a Reddit joke. So if you're not a Redditor, then it might. My favorite position is called wow. It's where I flip your mom over. I feel like I started. Oh, wait, haha. I asked my wife if I was the only one she's been with. She said yes, the others were at least 7 or 8s. Ha. Serious, just a reminder, be careful when telling jokes that may be offensive. A few days ago, I was talking to some friends, and friends of those friends at a bar. I decided to break the ice with a few of these jokes, most of which went down well until I told a few more offensive jokes and picked the worst one to start with. Here's the joke I told. What do you do if you see an epileptic having a fit in a bathtub? Throw your washing in. One of the friends became enraged and swung for me. When I asked him what the hell his problem was, he replied that his younger brother was epileptic and died in the bath many years ago. I felt mortified. I didn't know how about it. I'm so sorry to hear that. Did he drown? No, replied the guy. He choked on a sock. Yeah. Female janitor at my building asked if I would chill and smoke some weed with her. I said no, I can't deal with high maintenance women. You had enough banana? Alright, last one. Then you can have the applesauce.
Let's rock! Hit the drums to play some music.
I forgot about that. Anyway, alright, now we got some music. Carl is in the 10th year of a life sentence when he gets a new cellmate, Jim. After taking some time to size Jim up, he decides he can trust him. Carl tells about his plan to escape. You see, for the first 5 years... Shut up, you.
Let's jam again soon.
Alright, we'll try that again in a second. See, for the first 5 years I was inside, I trained my digestive system to follow my command. Now, I can eat something, and it comes out broken into its components. Jim is skeptical, but intrigued. For the last 5 years, I've been swallowing pieces of my uniform. It's perfect, because the guards think it's just rats chewing on it. So what does that have to do with me? How can I help? Well, the fabric comes out as individual fibers. By this time next year, we'll have enough to fashion a rope to get over the wall. You just need to tie the fibers. Jim says disgusting. You have got to be kidding me. And Carl says, I shit you not.
Let's jam. Hit the drums to play some music.
That's all I wanted this for. I wish it didn't have the intro and outro.
Jam again soon.
Alright. He's getting fussy, and I'm sure you're bored. Oh, holy cow, that took me almost 15 minutes? Well, if you made it through the whole thing, thank you. Have a good day.